Hello, welcome everyone. Great to have you back here for an art lesson this week. Today we are making a card for Mother's Day or a special person in your life. You can decide, but it's nice to make art for a particular person and give that to them. It's very special. So the card is inspired by artist Britto. He's a modern day artist and he does these beautiful pattern artworks. So we're going to learn a little bit about Britto before we get into making our wonderful Mother's Day card. Britto is called a contemporary or modern artist. This means he is alive and currently making art. He grew up in Brazil and he now has his art studio in Miami in the USA. Britto is known as a pop artist. The pop is short for popular. This is a style of art based on simple, everyday images painted in bright, bold colours. In some of his artwork, you can see popular characters from Disney, portraits of famous people, even Darth Vader has his own Britto original. Britto uses bright, bold colours in his artwork. This is how he loves to show his feelings of happiness. He not only uses canvases for his artwork, he creates sculptures, and his artworks can be found on an amazing amount of everyday objects, such as cars, luggage, drink bottles, or pencil cases. Okay, so to start our drawing today of our Britto heart card, just going to have a quick look at this card, this picture of his artwork. It's got lovely thick lines, bright patterns. Okay, beautiful. And this is our card that we're going to draw. Okay, so what we need today is we need a piece of your paper from your art pack. Should just be one A4 white paper. We need a fine liner or a black texture, coloured textures and coloured pencils. Okay, so to start with our drawing, we better first make a card. So we're going to fold our A4 over, match our corners here and here, press down and run our finger along there to make it really a lovely fold. Okay, now what I like to do is add a little frame around our artwork. Makes it look special. So to do that, I'm going to put my pen on the start of the corner up here and pull my hand down. But what I want you to be aware of is that we need to keep our fingers, our arm, our wrist, hand really tight. Not super tight, but tight, because you're bringing your whole hand back towards and past your elbow will pass your body. Okay, and that way you will get a nice line. You can use a ruler, but sometimes it being hand drawn makes it a little bit more homemade, a bit more interesting, shows that it's made with love. Okay, and the last one, just pulling that arm straight past your body. Just join it up there at the end. Okay, now making sure that fold is at the bottom, the opening is at the bottom, so we can make sure we've got our card sitting up the right way. We're going to go for the mountains first, so I'm going to start here, curve it over, put the mountains in that way. That's fairly simple. Then the sun, of course, is coming over the out behind the mountains. The next step will be the heart. The heart is a really dominant part of this artwork, so we need to make sure we've got that right in the middle and it's nice and big. Okay, now we've got our sun rays coming out. They go all the way out to the edge of the page. One of them goes through the heart but the next one comes behind the heart. Okay, so now I've got my lines on. I'd actually like them a bit thicker, as Romero Britto does. He has quite thick lines. So I'm going to spend some time now making them a little bit thicker, which is just going to mean adding an extra line close to the one we've already done. Okay, so now we've got our thick lines on. We need to add just a few patterns in the black. Okay, so now it's time to start with colour, using our pencils, using our textures, thinking about adding in some pattern with our textures as well. So I'm going to start working on this, and I'll make it in fast forward so you can watch me very, very quickly colour this in. But take your time, and let's see what it looks like at the end of the fast forwarding. Okay, I think I'm finished now. I'm fairly happy. I've got lots of patterns all over my card. I've repeated my pattern, which is fine. Ramiro Britto repeats his patterns quite regularly. I've got nice bright colours and it's looking fantastic. I think any special person would be really impressed with your hard work and dedication that you've shown with this card. So well done. Please write a beautiful message inside to your special person. And I hope all those mothers out there have a lovely Mother's Day. And we'll see you again next week.